made it do the running, man. They know how we coming, man. Go and get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something, man.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Garoppolo on first down. He's going to launch this thing way down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Oh, and now he pulls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now it's Trubisky going up top. He's got a man complete. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This time, Trubisky will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Airing it deep for Garcon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's a fumble. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Trubisky brings the Bears out 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he will find the rookie from Memphis, Anthony Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They get it to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are in for 6.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Airing it deep for Garcon. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play, Garoppolo to Garcon. And even 50 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Powers through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, You think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Let's go, run the ball after this.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more after this. On first down, Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Caught left side, Garcon. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play, Garoppolo to Garcon, 42 yards. On first down, Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision. Here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking for Garcon. He's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Pierre Garcon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
12, fellas, here we go. 6.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Gotta go. 18.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. they'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw. And this one's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Throwing here, Trubisky. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Bullard able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, a little 360. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting started carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
We got, you see it, Hands up. Hey, gotta go. Lock in.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. This is caught. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
You see it, you see it?
They'll run forward to Cohen. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. Over the middle, he finds pass complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And with flags down, he's up near the 40. But it looks like this one might be coming back. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
1, Omaha. 13.
Garoppolo now. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Let's go, run the ball after this.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Trubisky will throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Play action, Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Trubisky, and he's going to go down again. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. it's Trubisky. Fights him off. He's going to air one out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And the return will cost him about a dozen yards or so, but his guys do indeed get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
11.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
180!
On 1st and goal, Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.